Hey everybody, Monkey Wrench Mike. We are back with a special edition of some kind of a driving video today. As you can see, look at this. This is the house that Randy's grandparents built. We have been spending a lot of time here in Terre Haute, and we're going to be driving a vehicle, said vehicle, right there, back down to Oklahoma City. This is the Sea Mustang, and it has made it 700 miles so far. This is an amazing car, 11,000 miles on the car, but it sat for years and years, and so Randy's going to do a video on will it drive 1,400 miles, and what's it like driving a car that should be on the track. Yeah, that's what it's like, basically. That was pretty cool. Okay, while we are here, Randy has some other vehicles I'm going to show you and talk to you about. Now, these are coming up on his channel right here. Look at this one. This is a beautiful Cadillac Seville. Isn't she lovely? Yeah, that's gorgeous. We also have a Toyota Celica, Rightway Celica GTS. That's an amazing car. But I'm going to focus my attention right here on the Mercedes, because that's what I love. I love to punish myself with these stupid, crazy cars. You really have to be kidding me, right? See all the little pistons? All right, it looks like snow. I'm flooring a V12 engine. You thought this was going to be perfect, right? Why can't I, like, fall in love with a Lexus? Monkey. Wrench. Mike. Yay!
I'm in the car.
Here she is. This is a 1998 Mercedes C230. So it's not the 6, it's the 4-cylinder. You could get a 280 back in the day. And these were the cars that were to introduce everyone to the Mercedes lifestyle. They had these designed kind of like a small, they're called baby Benzes basically, because they do look like an S-Class from that era. See how the front looks? Same headlights, miniature version of the grille. I think this is still the same size as a regular Benz right here, maybe a little smaller, but it does. It looks just like a Benz. So we're gonna do a little walk around and we're gonna take it for a spin, because the idea is either this car, or that car will be carrying this booty home to buyers. So let's check it out. All right, I gotta tell you, if you haven't ever owned or driven a C-Class like this from this era, you should, because these are really, I love them. I've had several. I've had the 6-cylinder, the 4-cylinder, and the supercharged version. Other than this problem right here, the interior is in really good shape, okay? I love it, I really do. The leather that they use, the vinyl that they used, it depends on what model you get, is good stuff. Even the wood is in really good shape. And of course, somebody was jamming out to Pelican West, Haircut 100, I think that's what it is, or Michael Frank's Skin Dive. Okay, and see, back in the day, because everybody had cassettes, this is where they would go. You have a little cassette holder, and I've never ever used this before in my life. But see, you put your cassettes right in there for safekeeping, and see how that changes color? That lets you know there's a cassette inside. Is that not brilliant? I think it's pretty smart. And look, it changed back to white. Only Mercedes would think of this. The seats are pretty good. They're a little stiff, and like I said, I've had several of these. You get a kind of a smallish glove box over here, but they drive good, and you get really good gas mileage. And that just popped open. That just opened up. So he must be hungry. We'll feed the cassette monster. Stay. Okay? You get a nice place to hold all kinds of things. Now, Randy hasn't done any videos about this yet. We have some acetaminophen, which is nice. Oh, I have a badge. There's a some kind of a badge. See this? What's on top? Oh, it's nothing. I thought it was an ID badge or something. Here's something else in here. This is always the funnest part of getting these cars to me. Spoon River Industries. Okay. and another cassette. This car actually came from Lexington, Kentucky, another great little city that I lived in and loved. Yep, I worked at the NBC station there. LEX 18 with the Storm Tracker team. What did I have to say back in the day? See, radio works good. Let's start her up. 158,000 miles, and she started just like a champ. I'm trying to remember. Bill Meck was the chief meteorologist. Okay, so here's what I would have to say as an anchor. Don't laugh. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, Mike Brooks here. Let's check in with the LAX 18 Storm Tracker team chief meteorologist over in the LAX 18 Storm Tracker Weather Center. Hey Bill, what's the weather going to be today? Yeah, LAX 18, I had to say it over and over and over again. This beeping is driving me crazy. Anyway, let's take a look at the engine. All right, just like a real Benz, well, the bigger Benz, you pull this up and you get the little handle that comes out. And that's just like it is on the S-Class. How do I know? I've had a whole bunch of S-Classes. Underneath, it looks much different. Look at this. You get room to work on it too. And this little engine sounds really, really good. I'll take this any day. Holy moly! This car, I believe, was $1,200, and it's clean on the inside. Brake fluid looks a little dark, but that's okay. There's your oil filter right there. Coolant right here. There is coolant. We have an oil dipstick. The oil looks really nice. It's not black, and it's right in between where it should be. This could be another big score. This really could be another big score. See, same exact headlights like a bigger S-Class, and they even did this like they did on the bigger S-Class. This one, I guess James Mercedes of Lexington. And it'll go. These little cars are good. The trunk is ginormous. Let's show you the trunk real quickly. That beeping is driving me cuckoo. Yeah, it's a little dirty back here, part of a license plate, but they give you a little hook so you can conveniently hang that up there. And look, we even have the tools. Look at this, and they're even assembled for us. Okay, there's your jack, your spare, a nice die-hard AGM battery. That's a couple $100 right there. From 11 of 20. Okay. So hopefully this is going to last for a couple more years. Let's just see what kind of tools we get. Usually it's a cool little wrench and a thing to hang the tire or the wheel on when you're changing tires and everything. I just love this. This is really cool. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you get a lug nut. You get a screwdriver that reverses. You got the Phillips head on the other side. You get some pliers. Okay. A 13 and 17, that fixes a lot of your bends. And this is what you screw in to where the wheel, to the brake caliper right there. Not the brake caliper, the wheel itself, and you put the wheel and the tire on there. Yeah, let me show you how it goes. I'm getting my words all wrong. See these little holes right here? Yeah, you can hang it right here. Screw it in where the lug nut goes, and that's where it sits. And then you hang your tire nice and easy. We have checked the tire pressure. We do have tire pressure. Toolkit complete. And I love that, my favorite one right here. It's a baby, an 8 and a 10, a little baby one for little baby Benz. This is cool. Really, really cool. Okay. Oh, I guess they played golf. Titleist. Okay. And this is probably from their shoes. That makes total sense now. Yeah, you take off your golf shoes, your golf bag, you get golf grass everywhere. We're inside now. Let's see if the seats work. Okay, here you have your switch right here. This is for your headrest. Hopefully this is gonna go. Look, up and down, forward, backward, and then lay there. Works perfectly. I guarantee you this one will too. Here we go. Headrest. Uh-oh. You're making me a liar. Okay, this part works. It's just the headrest. Here it goes. Come on. There she goes. Yes. And the seats are comfortable. It has a really solid, sporty little drive. experience. Okay, winter sport. All windows are working. Haven't been used very much. That's okay. What about this? Okay, typical. Okay, get some spray glue, fix that. Or you just, oh, you don't want to do that. Okay, yeah, get some spray glue and glue that back. I don't want to ruin it. That will work, I guarantee you. They seem to work on the S classes. Oh, and we have a parking permit for Baptist Health Lexington. Okay, maybe this was a doctor's little car, a little doctor's car. Probably a new doctor. Let me get this driving position just right. There you go. Now, if I remember, on these cars, here, it's a manual adjustment, and you can kind of go in and out. Yeah, see, it does it go up and down too? It'll go in and out, but not up and down. And there's just a lever right there. Pull that out. And push it in. All right, let's buckle up. Why do we have black seat belts? Why do we have black seat belts in a tan car? All of them are like that. I don't think that's, I don't know. Mine always matched. Let's take her for a drive. That's one good looking. You got to watch for that video. That is one classy car. It's going to be great for his channel. And he also just did like an hour video on his uncle's house that he is rebuilding. So you please go back and watch that. That was really cool. It's a lot of work, but it's really rewarding to do that. Okay, here we go. Shift for me perfectly. She shifts perfectly. Okay. That works. I'm noticing something here. We may have an issue. Other than a turn signal light that's out. I should be registering water temperature, how much gas I have, my speed, that would be nice to know, and RPM. This is, I hate to say it, kind of a common fault on these cars, but it's easily remedied. You can buy another cluster. It plugs right in. Or you buy, it's a resistor and you solder between 2 points. Sometimes it's the gas tank. There's videos out on how to do that. These clusters like reset themselves, recalibrate themselves with every key start, and it kind of wears out some of the electronics on it. But then if you solder in a resistor, it fixes it. So we may fix that. I'm trying to hide my thumbnail right here too. This car, drives really good. It pulls a little bit to the right, but you let some air out of the left tire, you'll be fine. Not that I've done that before. I don't even think the odometer is working either. Yeah, that's not working either. So we're gonna have to address that situation right there. I don't want to drive too far because I'll get lost. I don't know how to get back to Uncle Ron's house. There it is. See, these cars have a little bit of go to them. They really do. Holy moly. Okay, let's hit it again. Let's just kind of see. Yeah. she will get down the road really quick. So what do you think? Was this a good purchase? Have you ever owned a C-Class? For a young driver, maybe someone going to college, these are amazing cars. Great crash. I thought I heard something. No, they get lots of stars in the crash test. They get really good gas mileage, always in the 20s on the highway, sometimes almost 30, depending. I'm thinking this one might even, maybe, get close to 30 mpgs. And it's quiet. They're quiet, they're solid, they're little mini S-Classes. Thus, the baby Benz. Ooh, I like these cars. I keep buying them. Like I always say, my favorite car, one of my favorites, was my C43 AMG, which is this car with a great big V8 stuffed into it. It would fly. It had the black and almost a silver kind of leather seat. White gauges over here, the AMG. It rode better, a little stiffer. It was fast as you know what. But this is nice. Much slower, but get a better gas mileage. So will this make it 700 miles home? What do you think? What car should we take first? Because we're going to come up here 2 or 3 times and get videos on these cars driving back. So should we take the Caddy, the Toyota, or the Benz? Which would be the better car to get back? I don't know. Any doubts this would make it? Without anything working, that's going to be a little difficult. I don't know if I've never had an overheating problem with these cars. Oh, what do we have? Oh, they put Velcro right here to hold this down. Ah! It stays down by itself, so it must make noise when you're driving along. And you have your book. Come here. Yep. Very fancy. So what do you think? Will it make it? Will it not? Should we drive this car back to Oklahoma? I don't know. Will it do better than the Cadillac, or will it do better than the Toyota? I'm tempted to say yes, but I don't know. That Cadillac is pretty cool. But it's older, and it's a GM product from that era. So we'll see. Let me know what you think about this. I think they're great cars. I've had a ton of them. And like I said, they are good to get around in from point A to point B. Even on the highway, they do great on the highway, and tires are very inexpensive to purchase. So, should we take it back? Should we not? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if this is something that you would like to see on my channel, or if you'd like to see it on Randy's channel. The back seat. It's kind of tight back there. Not the biggest back seat, but you can put a couple of kids, even a child safety seat back there as well. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We are back. You want to see the video of our journey home in the Sea Mustang, and whichever car we decide to take next. Okay? Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you again soon.